Welcome to Fallout 76, this is Jim. In this video we're going to take a look at completing daily challenges for today's Sunday, September the 7th, 2025. Let's take a look at it and see what we got for today. Alright, we got some good ones here. I have many videos on my channel that'll help you guys out. You get different ideas, different locations, easy areas, hard areas that were there if you're a brand spanking new player to the game, a returning player, even if you're an experienced player, there's a particular daily, weekly challenge that's giving you a hard time or trouble. I'm sure you'll find a video on my channel that'll help you. Try to keep my videos as updated as I possibly can. Of course, you guys are awesome with the great comments and tips, which I greatly appreciated. Now, if you do wonder why I have slightly more score than you, took the top right hand corner of the screen, I have a 5% boost. Of course, I claimed that right off the current Season 22 Season Pass on the first page there. And you can claim that by being a Fallout First member or by paying the 1,500 atoms for the Season Pass. Before we get going, I do want to answer a question that someone had made the other day. It was in regards to the little fishing boat that we got last season. It's a little prefab, so we had a survival tent version, the little prefab version. They were having a hard time trying to find it in the brand new building menu. Okay, so I kind of searched around, and just in case they happen to be watching, all you do is you go to your build menu here, and where you got to go, you go down here to decorations. Go right down here to vehicles, and there's your houseboat right there. Again, this is the prefab version, and you guys will see a couple of these in my Gone Fishing Camp, and that is the comment that they made that on, but hopefully if they are watching, hopefully that'll solve the problem. Okay, let's take a look at these challenges here, Jimmy. Build anything in a workshop or camp 5. Alright, so again, you can claim any workshop in the map will do. The one closest to you, your favorite one. But you can go ahead and claim it, you go ahead and literally build anything at all, or you can just build it right in your camp. Now, if you are building at a workshop, I recommend building some things that doesn't cost a lot of resources. And if you're building at your camp, you can go either way, whether you keep what you build or you can scrap it. Now, I know myself, I do scrap most things that I build for these daily, weekly challenges. For the most part, I'm pretty happy with the way my camps look. I work pretty hard on them, and so I usually just kind of end up building and then scrapping. And if you do decide to do it that way as well, I recommend building things in a little area around your camp where you don't accidentally scrap something that you don't want. Like, don't build them inside of a building or a prefab. You do have the possibility to scrap that by mistake, accidentally. I've definitely have done that before. All right, let's go to our build menu here. And again, it does say anything at all. So again, if we go down here to resources, go down to under crafting, and as you can see, these little punch card machines, there's no requirements at all to build them. You're only limited by the amount that you can build per camp. We're just going to go ahead and build 5 of these bad boys, and again, it costs you absolutely nothing to build these guys. There we go. Build anything in a workshop or camp, 5 for 5 done. And that way there, you're not wasting resources. Now, in order to scrap these, just in case you're brand new, of course you can't see in the top left-hand corner of the screen because I'm here, but it says either build or modify. For me, I'm on Xbox, so I hit LS, brings me over to the other menu. As you can see, it's just a shorter menu, and then you're able to kind of scrap them just the exact same way that as we've always been able to. Right, just like that. Alright, let's see what's next here. Build a decoration in a workshop or camp 5. So same exact kind of spiel. You can go ahead and claim a workshop if you so wish. Anyone will do. The one closest to you, your favorite one. Once when you claim it, you're able to build a decoration. Or you can just build it right here in your camp. And again, you can keep what you build. Definitely nothing wrong with that. A lot of people like to kind of take advantage of that for daily, weekly challenges and kind of add to their camp that way. For the most part, myself, I'm pretty happy with what I build. So most times I just kind of build and scrap. And again, if you are in the same boat, I recommend kind of building it somewheres away from, a prefab or a building. That way there you don't accidentally scrap something that you don't want to scrap. Let's go to our build menu here. We're going to go back to the build section. So I hit LS again. I'm on Xbox. Right down here to decorations. And again, if you don't plan on keeping it, I recommend building something that doesn't cost a lot of resources so you're not wasting it, right? I usually recommend mats and rugs. Mats and rugs we get very early on in game, just from players, vendors, from completing the early on events, etc., or even claiming workshops. You can get these plans very easily, very inexpensive, and most times a mat or rug will only cost you rubber or cloth and rubber. Those are two things that a lot of people will have on them. Let's go ahead, we're going to craft some of these bad boys right here. Right, there we go. Build a decoration workshop or camp, 5 or 5 done. And again, if you want to add to your camp, you can build something a little bit more better than a couple of rugs. That's fine. Right, let's back out here. Now I am going to delete these guys and scrap them. Again, I'm going to go to modify, so I'm going to hit LS into the modify section. So whatever button is for you, that's what you select. And basically, you just go ahead and scrap them if you decide to do it that way. Just like we've always have been. All right, there we go. Nice. All right, let's see what's next here. Collect Stimpaks or Chems 5. Alright, so a couple different ways we can go ahead and do this. Usually find a lot of human enemies, so Blood Eagles, Cultists, Communists will have Stimpaks on them. I'm not saying everyone will, but that is a great source for Stimpaks and Chems in general. So a couple great spots here. So Point Pleasant there again, there's all kinds of Cultists up here. And between the Cultists giving you Stimpaks and all the Chems laying around, I think it was like 2.5 years ago or so, we found 30 Chems here altogether between the Stimpaks and the Chems just laying around. There's a lot of Chems laying around on top of the rooftops, the basement of the Mothman Museum, inside the church. You could definitely check that out. It's a really good spot for Stimpaks and Chems. Right over here, the Gilman Lumber Mill, for being such a very small area. Again, there's lots of Chems just kind of laying around that place. Pretty good little spot there. And just over here at the Morgantown Airport, now I'm talking about the outside, so along the runway and out front of the arrival section, we have a bunch of tents around. Again, there's a lot of Chems laying around that area as well. Ghouls are a good source of Radaway and Rad-X. Okay, we can find ghouls at the parking lot just west of Vault 76, right about here. The upper lower parking lot. Eastern Regional Penitentiary, the lower section of Clarksburg going over the Clarksburg Shooting Club. Anywhere in and around Morgantown, like the roadways and the monorail system, you'll come across little patches of ghouls like every block and a half or two. They're laying on the ground. As you get closer, they'll kind of pop up, right? So that's a good spot for some ghouls and Radaway and Rad-X. The Charleston Capitol building, so I'm talking about the level 50 DMV building, it's pretty good. And anywhere in and around the White Springs Golf Club, Lewisburg, a great spot for some ghouls there. Another thing you can do is they have what's called medical dispensers. And medical dispensers we can find at all train stations on the map. All free fast travels down to the White Springs Mall. Even over here in Camden Park, pretty much opposite from where you spawn in. Of course, you will have to use caps, but they're fairly inexpensive. You can go that route if you so wish. Now, I find a lot of players will sell chems these days for ghouls like myself. So you can go around and collect some chems, buy them from other players' vendors as well. And you can also craft chems if you have a chemistry workbench. This trailer over here, Jim. Wrong trailer. This bad boy right here. So you can get the chemistry workbench in a wide variety of ways. Most people, when they leave Vault 76, they come right down here to Flatwoods. They go to the tavern. There's two little kiosks there. You interact with those kiosks and you do the very first 2 quests here in the game. It's where you become a responder, right? At the very end of those 2 quests, you will get the chemistry workbench plan. And there's a chemistry workbench right here in Morgantown Station. And I would say 8 times out of 10, you come here, doesn't matter what server, the plan for the chemistry workbench is actually right on the floor next to it, as a really good spawn point for one. I would say 8 times out of 10 on there. I usually kind of point it out every time at that location. Alright, so let's craft a couple here at the chemistry station, just to kind of show you that real quick and show you how that counts. So you do get on here to healing. Now, most of us will carry some sort of quantity of Stimpaks and Radaway and Rad-X on us anyway. We can craft these diluted versions, okay? So all you need is 2 purified water and the full version of what you're trying to dilute, okay? And of course, there is a couple perk cards that will help us out here if you choose to do it that way. Oh, go under intelligence here. Perk card is called Chemist. You get double the quantity when you craft chems. And under luck, you have the perk card called Super Duper. And again, if you don't have a level 3, if all you have is a level 1 or level 2, definitely apply. It's only going to help you in the long run. This level 3, when you craft anything, there's a 30% chance to get double results. So again, it's only 30% chance. It's not going to work every single time, but we'll apply it. All right, let's go ahead and craft a couple chems here. Let's just show you how it counts. And if we go back under healing, instead of diluted times 2, as you can see, it's diluted times 4, and that is the chemist perk card at its work. Let's craft some Rad X here. Alright, so unfortunately, Super Duper did not kick in that time, but that's fine. So we'll craft another. There we go. So there we go. So we crafted them. You can see how that counted as collect. If you do choose to move your perk cards around, just don't forget to put them back, of course. My problem is if I can remember what I had here. That's one of my biggest problems. This way, Jimmy. Which one was it? Yeah, I'm going to have to try to find that one later. There's a level 3 card, I know that. This guy. Alright. See what's next, Jim. Alright, claim a workshop 1. So again, if you are brand new to the game, I do have a link in the description for a video. It's about 26 minutes long. It's all timestamped. Now, if you've been playing the game for a while, you probably don't need to watch the video. But if you're brand new to the game, never played Fallout 76 before, that video will definitely help you out in terms of workshops and how they work and all that jazz. All right. So in order to claim a workshop, again, you can claim any one on the map. There's usually a couple I recommend, more so for the low-level players, just because there's only a couple of ghouls that you have to clear the workshop to claim it. So again, Hemlock, Holes Maintenance. Right here at Tyler County Dirt Track. This one here, Billings Homestead. Even down here at Beckley Mine Exhibit, there's only usually maybe a couple of Robo-Brains down here. But that's pretty much it. But it's usually those 4 I usually recommend to people. This one here is not too bad. Wade Airport. But it's just a really big area. But not all workshops are created equal. Sometimes they're inside buildings, or sometimes there's a lot of buildings around it, just for enemies to kind of hide out in. So if you're trying to defend it, sometimes it can be a little hard. So I recommend those 4, but at the end of the day, it's really up to you what you want to do. Let's go up here to good old Hemlock Holes here. So of course we can't fast travel to a workshop because we don't own it yet, but that's fine. This one here is fairly close by. Alright, so let's run down the road here, and of course it's nighttime here. It's we did our live stream just the other day there, and same thing. I play Fallout 4, Fallout 3, New Vegas. Doesn't matter. We seem to be traveling at night for some reason. I don't know. I don't know what it is. Alright, so let's clear this workshop here. See you later, buddy. Have a nice life. I don't know if we'll be able to get him from here or not. I love it. There we go. So now we are able to claim the workshop again. There's only 4 ghouls here. Every time I come here, it's always 4 ghouls. Okay. If it's something different than the 4 ghouls, that it's very rare. Right. So you can walk up to that workshop. You can claim it that way, or you can hit the same button that you would use to build at your camp. This one here will pop up. You can go ahead and say yes. 25 caps to claim the workshop. Now, if you ever spend more than 25 caps to claim a workshop, you're on a public server with other people. What's happening there is basically someone had left the server but owned that workshop before you are able to claim it. And they had built some things in there. So what that may look like, just to give you an idea, and I'm not talking about a ton of caps. It was, I think it was like 55 caps. There was a couple turrets, a couple walls, a couple defense items around. So we're not talking about hundreds or thousands of turrets, or sorry, caps. It was just a couple more caps, like almost double. Just in case if you ever notice that it's more than the 25 caps. All right. Let's see what's next here, Jim. Catch a fish in the Ash Heap region 2. All right, so in order to catch a fish, you will need a fishing rod. In order to get a fishing rod, you'll have to complete the quest called Casting Off. You come right down here to Fisherman's Rest, okay? So you come here, go down here to Fisherman's Rest. So we got this update June the 3rd, 2025. You're going to have to complete the quest of Casting Off. Once when you do, you get the fishing rod. You're able to craft fish bits and grilled fish. And this daily repeatable daily quest will pop up called Big Fish in a Small Pond. Now, I highly recommend doing as many of these as possible every day. You do get some really good camp items, the drowned version, and you're able to get some really good mods for your fishing rod as well. Now, if you are brand spanking new to the game, never played before, I do have a video on casting off right here in the channel. It's all timestamped, but it's very easy, pretty self-explanatory. Just in case you need that extra help, you can utilize that video if you so wish. Once you get your fishing rod, we have to go to the Ash Heap region. Right, so the Ash Heap region is way down here. Alright, so it starts right here at Camden Park, works its way right around here just like this. Okay. Now again, don't always go by the map if you see a large watery area, because if we take a look at this just for example, okay, like where Nougat's at, it shows a big lake here, but there's no lake, right? Just a dried lake. Okay? So here where I usually go, again, it's really up to you what you want to do. I like to come over here to Lake Reynolds, as there is a lake over here for sure. I think there's a couple of bodies of water just north of Welsh as well. You can go there if you so wish. Now, when you are fishing, you can get attacked, okay? So just FYI there. You're not immune from enemies when you're fishing. We're going to pop right down here. There's a hunter over there, so we're going to try his back turned to us right now. So once when you get your fishing rod, all you do is you walk up to some water. As you can see there, drink, fish, or collective fish is grayed out. You cannot fish, only when it's highlighted, okay? He just hauls out his fishing rod automatically. Now for these daily week challenges, I recommend using common bait. At the end of the day, it's really up to you what bait you want to use. I don't recommend using improved bait or superb bait if you have a basic fishing rod, all right? Because then you're just wasting it. Okay, let's go ahead and cast off here, and all we need is 2 fish here. You see we have that little event popping up to defend that workshop. We're not going to bother doing that, but that will happen when you claim a workshop. Just like fishing in real life, sometimes it does take a little bit of time. Okay, so that was just oh, that's a pretty good junk item actually. So of course that does not count because it's not a fish. I'll take the military ammo bag though. It's good for some ballistic fiber. I'll take that all day long. Way better than old plain old fish. All right. Oh, what do we got here? Is it a salmon? No, close, I guess. Ridge trout. All right, let's do one more here. Yeah, it's a nice little lake over here. It's fairly quiet. As long as those 4 Mirelurks over there don't come over to bother you, but they have in the past. They have definitely in the past, for sure. It's funny, we're on the opposite side of the map from that thing. Exiting the event, yeah. Yeah, right on, game. You're blocking my view here. Oh. Right on. So there we go, catch a fish in the Ash Heap region, 2 for 2 done. You can go ahead and keep fishing if you so wish, but we're just here for the daily challenges. Okay. Let's see what's next. Kill an enemy in the Ash Heap region 5. So again, an enemy, everything is on the table, right? From passive enemies such as like passive old Brahmin, right up to the highest level enemy here in the game. It includes humans, includes robots, everything is on the table, all right? Of course, the Ash Heap region, which we just are in, talked about that for the fishing challenge, starts here at Camden Park, works its way right around here, right? Just like this, right? Now, I was in Camden Park a little bit earlier, so I doubt those scorched back, right? So again, I'm not going to bother going there. We're going to go after some mole miners here, so we're going to go right to Welsh Station, take care of some mole miners. That should lead us into the next challenge. Alright, so the next challenge here is Cripple, a mole miner's head too. Alright, so many great spots we could find mole miners here and around the wasteland. There's about 12 to 19 here in Monaga. 3 here in Monaga Mine. There's all kinds here in Blackwater Mine, inside and outside. Again, a little bit higher level area because it is part of the Savage Divide region, so just an FYI, they're usually all about level 100 for me. Right where we are at here in Welsh. And if you're lucky enough to get Breach and Clear down here in the Ash Heap at these little Horn Right testing sites, I think that's it right there. Yeah, nice. That's a really good event to do. It's a good way to get some ore. There's all kinds of mole miners there. Usually about a half a dozen mole rats as well, so that is a really good event there to do if that pops up for you. Alright, so actually, yeah, let's do it. I don't know when that popped up, but we'll pop over and do it. And again, this here will take care of both of those challenges. Hello, cripple mole miner's head and kill an enemy in the Ash Heap Region 5. Because that's where this event happens. Alright, let's go ahead here, Jimmy boy. And we are going to have to clear the area. That looks like it just started here. And I apologize because it's so dark. Huh! Huh! Holy mackerel. He hid. Get him here. Where are you at, buddy? Where are you at? There's a guy right up here. Thought there was a guy up here. Saw the red. Oh, he's down there now. Tries to make his way up. Oh, he's clawing his way up here. There we go. Kill an enemy in the Ash Heap region. 5 for 5 done. Just like that. And here he goes down the hill. See you later, buddy boy. All right. Cripple mole miner's head too. So again, you can go ahead and free aim for the mole miner's head if you so wish. It's definitely up to you. Or if you are using VATS, there is a perk card that will help you out. It'll be under perception. It is called Concentrated Fire, if I can get on it here. Again, if your perception is 5 or higher, you don't really need this card because this card will allow you to move your VATS room from head, torso, arms, and legs. But if your perception is lower than 5, you'll definitely need this card, all right, in order to do that. Now, for a small daily like this, this one here, basically, you can just free aim, but sometimes we do get weeklies where you have to cripple like 18 to 30, and I recommend using this week because you can have, if you have the right weapon, you can go left leg, left arm, right arm, and get 2 to 3 cripples per enemy. Definitely making it a lot better. Yes, we have to try to find these other guys here. Ouch! Uh-oh. Dude over here. Dude, looks like he was over here. Oh, he's waiting for us. You see that? Yeah, little bugger was waiting for us. He's level 100. Oh, boys. He's coming in hot. Oh. Huh. Down there waiting for us. Up a mole miner's head. Just by free aiming, of course. Area's clear. All right. So now we can do Breach and Clear. What time is it? Yeah, we're only 23.5 minutes in there. We're good. So I preach about this one here all the time, this event, and I just happened to pop up, so I'll definitely take it for sure. I just apologize. Always seems to be nighttime. We're doing these videos. Pretty crazy. It's usually dark over here anyway. Alright, there's our boy there. Alright, so there's going to be a couple of ways of these mole miners here. And it's a good sized area. Like it'll be where sometimes they're right up on that ridge, right up there. And sometimes they're coming over there, but they kind of spawn out of the ground. And even if you don't use VATS, you can always use your VATS to kind of pinpoint them to see where you're at. Then you can go ahead and free aim if you're a free aimer. Oh! Oh, I'm sorry. You just can't help it. When I see those guys flying around like that, oh, it just makes my day. Who is more fun than us? Like, really? Nobody. What game gives us this many laughs and this much entertainment, really? Nothing. Nothing out there. Oh, man. Alright, so we'll wait for the next little session here. This one here does take a little bit of time. It'll add some time onto the video, but we're pretty much done these challenges now, as you can see. But this way here, you can kind of see this event kind of happening at the same time. Why not, right? So we're just waiting for that time to count down before the next ceiling. As you can see, it's a good way to get some ore, because they will unlock. Those top ones are always kind of harder to get to. There's a glowing mole rat. Yeah, see, buddy, he's like way up there. I don't think we'll get him. Oh, we can barely get him. Come on, buddy, come down here. Be careful, I don't kill myself here with this weapon. Possibility. Huh. There was something over there. Basically, our goal is just to unseal all those containers. Now, some people do. I don't bother with it myself. I have enough junk to deal with. But once it's gone, it's gone. So it's always good to kind of collect if you are looking for that ore. It collects at the end of the event. It goes right back down to underground. You'll never see that stuff again. He went right back up the hill where he found him. As you can tell, it gives you the warning, collect remaining materials before the machine submerges. See what that looks like here. As you can see all the ore that you can get. There are some that are locked. You will need a Hornwright executive key. You get that from following Wastelanders. Right. Uh-oh. He's coming in. Oh, bugger. Oh, boy, he's, they got some legs on them, don't they? Alright, there you go. See how it goes down. Burp. See you later, buddy. Sometimes there are a few stragglers around as well. Let's go around and collect. Just here for the caps and the cartridges, of course, for this weapon. Ouch. Item collector up here, good stuff. Pop over here for this side. Uh-oh. Ruh-roh. You guys are, pretty brutal today, huh? Huh. Nice. Alright. So let's head back to the old camp here. Take a look at weapon of the day. I'm sure you guys are interested in that. No, not too bad. Still below half an hour. Even with that event. Might as well have a little bit of fun at the same time, right? Those of you who never seen Breach and Clear before. Yeah, it's a good little event to do. Mole miners, mole rats, every single time. Alright, weapon of the day here, guys. Let's take a look at that. Not that. Stalker's Tactical Pepper Shaker. Plus 100% sneak attack damage. Projectiles explode for plus 20% weapon damage, plus 50 bonus VATS critical charge, plus 25% armor penetration, Stalker's explosive lucky hit, dual barrel plasma magazine, gunner sight, and is awesome. Awesome. Spitfire paint. Look at that paint. Sergeant Peppa. Yeah, why not? 37 times 8 damage. 26 times 8 electrical damage. Takes plasma cartridges, which are quite heavy, by the way. It is automatic. Good times. Perk card. So it's a heavy gunner perk card. Now you can set this up with shotgunner perk cards. It works dual, okay? You know, a lot of people will think, you know, pepper shaker, shotgunner build. Doesn't have to be a shotgunner build. It can also be the heavy gunner build. And if you try to switch back and forth, it gives you the exact same stats. All right, I tried it out before, and even just before making the video, just to be sure, because we just had an update now, because things change over time. But this is what I got going on here for all those heavy guns. Strength. Okay, so a lot of them has changed, which we talked about several months ago. This one here, under endurance, we have bullet shield. And luck, we have that one gun army. Legendary perk cards, these don't change for me. They stay the same. As you can see, they're all maxed out, and I'm very happy with them. Yeah, good times. Oh, and the sun's coming out now. Sure. That's how it works here on the channel. We are a bunch of vampires. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please like, subscribe, and share me at the chance. It really helps me out. I'd like to thank my channel members, Artistically Arranged, Michael Edwards, Nigel Wiffen, Heather, Whitetribe, Mr. Shelton, Drake Stamps, NotMeButMeYesMeThatsMe, Drew Andrew, Confoundedbridge, Waywarner, John DJ59, Picquerist, Grin Tripno, Tony Watson, Felix the Cat, Dan Farah, Benny Bunny, AJ Foltz, Hey Aussies1. Thank you all so very much, and I hope you all have a nice day.